hearing a whoosh in the night and knowing death was seconds away? These Soviet night witches were the only women to fly combat in World War II. And these women weren't given high-tech planes. They were given rickety old open cockpit planes made of wood and canvas with barely any armor. They had no radar. They had no parachutes. They just had each other and their wits. They knew exactly how dangerous their missions were, and they went up night after night anyway. As soon as night fell, they'd take off in pitch darkness, and they'd cut their engines off as they approached enemy lines. So they're just gliding silently through freezing air, knowing there's nothing to protect them if they're spotted. The Germans were terrified and started calling them night witches because of the whoosh sound their planes made when they cut their engines. One German officer was like, "They fly like ghosts. No woman could be that fearless." But the night witches became masters of sneaking in and vanishing. It drove the Germans mad. But one night their luck ran out. Searchlights caught them in the sky. They became targets, dodging gunfire that lit up the sky. One pilot yelled, "Cut the engines! Glide down!" They dove into darkness, hoping to disappear, and narrowly escaped. It was terrifying, but they had no choice to press on. They held their breath, barely daring to move, hoping they'd avoid the gunfire. One of them asked on the radio, "Do you see me?" "Negative, keep low." Finally, they made it back to base, shaken but alive. As they landed, they were laughing, hugging as the adrenaline was still rushing through them. It was one more night survived, one more mission completed, and one more win over the enemy. At the end of the war, the Night Witches had flown 30,000 missions, becoming some of the most feared pilots on the front. So the next time you think of fearless fighters, think of the Night Witches. They turned the skies into a battlefield with little more than a terrifying